Welcome to the BobKast here at the Kokomo Post Sports. I'm your host, Jay Stevens. And in this weekly podcast, we get the opportunity to sit down with the head coach of the Bobcats and also a player, getting to dive into their stories, getting to learn more about them, and getting to hear what's going on with the team as they're preparing for their very next games. Here with us to my right, it is Chandler Levinston-Simon. He is the head coach of the Bobcats. And Chandler, the last time we saw y'all play, almost gave everybody a heart attack, but y'all won the game. How you doing today?
All right, at this point, it's really just about winning games, just stringing them together. However it happens is, it's kind of just inconsequential at that point.
And to his right, it is Orlando Little. He was drafted by the Bobcats during the draft this year. Orlando, you are here. You are in Kokomo. How have you enjoyed playing for the Bobcats so far?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. They've welcomed me. It's been a fun ride. I feel like I've already been here a little bit, to an extent.
Chandler, what has it been like coaching Orlando early portion of the year?
I mean, it's been fun. I'll say that me and Orlando kind of joke around a lot with each other. It's kind of a constant joking back and forth. But for the most part, he's always been great about it and good sport. So,
this past Sunday, last game, I noticed a slight change in the starting lineup.
Mm-hmm.
I first noticed, Larry's not out there. And then I think Orlando ended up starting that game. What went into that decision to change the starting lineup, putting Orlando in there, and then even pulling Larry? And I think TJ started as well.
Yeah, so with Akeem out, and then Larry was also kind of limited minutes and things like that, that kind of affected our lineups, and we had to adjust. You know, it's like I told you last time, next man up, we'll figure it out. I got 12 guys that can all go, so I wasn't really too worried about it. I'm glad we pulled out the win though.
What was it like for you getting that start on Sunday?
It felt good. I felt like I started pretty good. I was just trying to help the team win, really. But it felt good to start for sure.
Is that your mindset, simply just doing whatever the team needs to do to win?
Whatever the team needs. The role I've accepted this year is different than the role I've been in ever, but it's been working out for me so far.
What is that? The role you've accepted this year versus previously? Kind of dive into that and explain kind of what that role is that you've accepted this year.
Yeah, so pretty much my whole life, everywhere I've been a starter.
Mm-hmm.
Played a lot of minutes. Here, like Coach said, we got 12 guys that can play, that can go. So I've just been the spark off the bench, trying to be that spark off the bench to whether it's scoring, defense, whatever it is, just to help us win.
Chandler, will we see him start the next time he's out there? Because we talk about him here on the show. You never been here with me on the show, so this is the first time.
That's what I look like.
I have been enjoying watching you play so far. It's been really, really fun. And Chandler talked about the angles that you know how to attack the defense and utilize the angles there on the court. Chandler, he was out there doing his thing. Do you think you'll see it the next time they're in Memorial Gym, the next home game? It's possible that he'll be starting again?
Yeah, I mean, I never really have. So more or less to the week of, when we see how guys are playing and different things like that, I kind of go week by week basis. So, I mean, as of right now, he's probably starting on Thursday as well.
Okay. What is the process for you going from playing 3 games in 4 days, a few days off, and then you got a Thursday game and a Sunday game? How do you go from that stretch last week to the stretch this week?
This week is the theme of this week is just get your body right. That's really what we've been trying to, preach and get guys together, body-wise, and make sure everybody's healthy. So, a lot more mental this week than I'd say physical.
That mental part is very big and huge. And you being someone that played in the TBL last year, I think it was for the Kalamazoo Galaxy.
Yep.
That mental part is one where being a professional basketball player, you're trying to get your physical right, your body right, but also get your mind right to a new level of basketball. Sure. Was that adjustment going from college to professional hard for you to get your mind right?
Yeah, I would say so for sure. It's a different game professionally. More thinking is involved. For sure, you got to know what you're doing. So I would say it's just your overall preparation for the game. The things you do, like I was saying, take care of your body and stuff like that. It's hard to take care of your mental sometimes because you thinking a lot. I'm an overthinker, so I think about everything twice, 3 times. You know what I'm saying? So just trying to find that balance and be able to even that out.
what is your process to prepare? Say this, we recorded this earlier in the week. What's your process right now to prepare for the game on Thursday?
Just left Miss Lisa, the trainer, just left her.
Okay.
Going there tomorrow, possibly. I don't know what time we're leaving, but try to go there tomorrow. Going to the chiropractor later after this.
Okay.
Stretching, a lot of stretching at home. Take care of icing, stem machines, everything. Just trying to limit inflammation as much as possible.
So I was talking to a guy earlier today, and we were sitting in a steam room at the Y. I've seen you there at the Y as well. Yeah. And so random conversations. I got headphones in. I don't want to talk to nobody.
Yeah,
I'm literally listening to the podcast like, I don't want to talk to nobody.
Right.
People are like, oh, let's have a conversation. And this man went for 25 minutes. Yeah. So I talked for 25 minutes. But in the process of that, he's talking about recovery, and we both enjoy the sauna over the steam room. But he also talked about the cold tub. Ice bath. I am not thinking about doing that ever in my life. I know the benefits of it, but is that something that you've implemented into your recovery process, the ice bath, cold tub after a long workout or just whenever throughout the day to prepare for another game?
For sure. I asked him to bring the cold tub to the house. I would get in the cold tub every day if I could. Like back at home, it's like a cold plunge I get in at the gym I go to every day. Every day, like whole body.
Come on, man, help him out.
We got it at Carver though, so we go there.
I don't have a car to get it there.
Oh,
I got
It's a big tub.
It's a big tub. I can only do so much at that point. I'm asking that, hey,
we making
help
it work
me
at
out.
Carver, though.
Help me get it to the house if we can do that, if possible. Fans, if anybody has a truck, get at me.
Not gonna fit in my car, but.
So between, let's just go those three: the steam room, the sauna, and the cold tub. I say cold tub, cold plunge, whatever it is. Everyone knows it's a big tub with ice and you just get inside of it. Doesn't sound fun to me at all. Between those three, though, which one would you prefer to utilize on a daily basis?
The cold tub.
Cold tub?
For sure.
You too?
Yeah.
Why is it athletes like this?
It's a little bit less time too in terms of what's it called, icing your body.
Yeah.
So it's a little less time like that you have to do spend with ice bags on you. That's one. Two, it's also there's a lot more health benefits and things like that others besides just bringing down inflammation. Mm-hmm. And then also three, I don't do heat very well, so that's my reasoning behind it. I'm okay.
Both of y'all were born in the North. You were born in Illinois. You're born in Michigan.
Yeah.
I could see that. I don't like cold at all. I can't stand cold. It's not fun.
It took some getting used to for sure at first, but. Once you're used to it,
yeah. I've also been doing this since I was a kid.
Oh, so your dad. Yeah. So was that big? Did your dad do that when he played too?
His thing was just make sure you're at ice. Okay. He didn't care how you got it. If it was in the tub or if it was on your body, doesn't matter. Only your bags, whatever, however you can get some ice. Like even when I'm not hurt, he was like ice.
Even when you're not hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that Larry passed down to me. He said he got it from your dad.
Yeah.
He was like, even when you're not hurt, bro, just put some ice on. Ice just because.
It limits the inflammation like as a whole, and it's like one of those things like just a little bit. Okay, you get a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, and then like till it builds up.
Yeah.
But if you just keep it all the way down here, you're good.
What was that moment like earlier this year when you got drafted by the Bobkats? What went through your mind when you realized you're playing for Chandler, but also for the Bobkats here in Kokomo?
I'll tell you this one. He was so excited. He's like, man, I didn't want to play for anybody else. He was the most excited person he's ever been. He's like, man, it's that guy Chandler right there. He knows what he's talking about. That's good basketball right over there. And, I want to play with him, for him.
I can't say I was excited. I was to an extent. Like I went third.
Did you go third?
Yeah.
He was third.
Went third. I didn't know Chandler prior to.
Okay.
I kind of did.
Yeah.
Because he played last year, so kind of knew him, but not really like knowing him. So we was just chopping up there a little bit, and he was like, "I like your game, whatever," and we just made it happen. So it's a sticky process.
He had no clue I was going to trade up for him too.
No clue.
Oh.
Yeah. I heard a rumor I was going to go top 5, but didn't know where, and then they weren't even.
We were like 26th.
Yeah.
So I saw that. I originally saw the post. You guys were 26.
Something like that.
And then I went back today and looked at the video, and the pick was number 3.
Yeah.
So I heard that the team moved up. Mm-hmm. I didn't know they moved up that much.
Yeah.
And so when I saw Orlando, I'm like, okay, like, it's a basketball player, like, cool. But it's all like different when you're watching him play.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, so What was that process like for you to know that there's a possibility to move up from the 26 spot to number 3?
So that day was hectic. There was a lot that went into it.
You looked really calm when you walked up there with that card. You looked super calm.
Well, because, they didn't take my pick. They took my pick, I'd have been frantic. Man, I wouldn't know what to do at that point. Because I had some backups, but like Orlando was the guy that we wanted at 3, and I know I had to get up to 3 to get him. So initially, I think day 1, I traded for the 4th pick, and then once I got the 4th pick, I maneuvered a couple other picks and some other things, and moved it up to 3. I had three first round picks at one point. Yeah, I had 3 first round picks at one point. And then I got rid of 2 of them, saved us some money, and then got the third pick, and then also 2. I had kind of knew Richie was going to be out there too. Okay. So I ended up getting lucky, and basically getting both guys that I wanted in the draft, and him and Richie. And Richie just kind of, was like, "Hey, you want to come play?" It worked out for me.
What was training camp like? I'm asking everybody that question because I want to hear these stories that Chandler won't talk about when y'all are like, it's just him and I. I want to hear these stories.
Yeah. I'm going to just say it felt like we was in high school again, just from the standpoint of us running. Like, not the stuff we were doing.
I thought you said it was like soft.
No. Just the running aspect was like, I felt like get on the line, like type. Yeah, that was high school. Not in a bad way though. Like, we was just running, running. So
like Coach Carter.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm thinking about that.
It was to get us in shape though.
Yeah. The way we were playing though, it works
for sure.
Because everybody at first was like, "Why are we doing this?" And
like
they see now.
Get on the line. Be like, what are we doing?
What was the wildest?
We didn't even mess up. We ain't doing nothing. He like, yeah, it's all right. Like, he was so calm about it too. Like, just, it's cool. Like, yeah, we know. Just get on the line. 17 though, like, man.
Hey man, them sound like torture.
Oh yeah.
I
would rather run suicide than 17s, me personally.
I'm going with 17.
No, I'm straight.
I got a better.
That's just me personally. Like, that's.
I got a better chance at 17 than I do. That's suicide.
I guess it depends.
I was making both, but I'm just saying.
I guess it. Dude, 17s are hard, bro.
That's tough.
17s are hard.
And then he tried to give us like a minute 15 or something?
That was 55 seconds. Oh, no. Was that the other one? Was that the other way?
It got to be something else.
I promise somebody on here said it was 55 seconds for one of the running workouts.
Oh, no, we'll do five down and backs. Okay. 55 seconds for 5 down and backs. Now, that one is difficult.
Yeah.
I think I did that to them like twice. They were gassed after that.
I can't say it's helped though, for sure.
Yeah.
It's helped.
What are some other things that you've learned about yourself this season? Because you're in a different role. You said you've been a starter, I don't know, your whole life, and now you're not consistently not starting. What have you learned about yourself this season so far?
Just dealing with adversity and adjusting to new things, like being comfortable with being uncomfortable, I would say. Even coming here, I was like, he told me about it earlier. He was like, "You want to do the Kokomo Post?" I'm like, "Yeah." I just said yeah, but then in my head, I'm like, dang. Like, I just said yeah, but I gotta go talk and all that. Like, I was just like, dang. I was for the call, I'm like, man, I can't go, bro. But I just kept it and just trying new stuff, I would say. So just being open to that and adjusting. So that's something that I've learned to do.
You said yeah.
No, I said yeah because I wanted to do it, but then I was like, dang, now I gotta go do it. Now I gotta go talk. But
just look at you now. You could have been someplace else.
Yeah, I'm cool though.
Exactly. We're first in the conference.
Yeah.
Hey,
definitely happy about that for sure.
9-2 record right now. This past weekend, after the All-Star break, went 2-1. The one loss was to Medora. That was Friday night. That was at home. What happened?
The loss. We kind of started playing one-on-one a little too much, and then also we were down a couple guys, and it kind of hurt us a little bit.
It seemed like not only that aspect, I wasn't sure if the legs were tired from the night before. The quick turnaround, I know it was a long time away, but if you go 2 weeks with no game, then all of a sudden you're back on the court for a game, that could be like a shock to your body. Like, wait, we have not done this in a very long time consistently. Were your legs tired, Orlando?
I wouldn't say necessarily tired. That game too, a lot of our shots weren't falling, shots that we usually make. they just weren't falling for us that night. You know, you have games like that too, where nothing's really wrong. It's just like you said, we've been missing a couple guys, and we always say our strength is in numbers. We have 12 guys that can really play basketball, really can go. So just us not falling that day wasn't our night.
What did you do between Friday and Sunday to get ready for that next game?
We got up a good amount of shots. And also, too, we got we had a refresher on some defensive principles. You know, hey, we got to make sure we do this. We're in the gaps where we need to be. And, you know, it definitely paid off.
So Chandler's been big on defense. Is it normal for a coach that you're coached by to be as big on defense as Chandler is?
For sure. Every coach I didn't play for, pretty much, been defensive minded.
Okay.
Like here, I'm not gonna say I had to learn how to play defense differently, but we just have different principles here than what I grew up learning.
Yeah.
But pretty kind of the same in a sense. It's all basketball at the end of the day. But yeah, I've been coached by defensive coaches a lot.
Really?
What are some of those principles that are new?
Sure.
For sure.
Are you sure? We can go on record that you've been a defender your whole life?
Yeah.
Okay.
My whole life, I've always guarded the best player, and then
I'm just messing with you, man.
But
Got defensive.
yeah, I had to. But
No, you're fine. What are some of those defensive principles that are newer this year or different?
I don't know if I can get. Is that like giving away?
I mean,
Game plans, I guess?
I mean, you can see it on film.
Yeah.
Played 12 games out of it.
Yeah, you're right. We just like not allowing baseline. I'm not saying that what I was taught we allowed baseline, but it was just kind of like, if anything, pushing that way because you got help from the sideline and the baseline is like another defender. So that was an adjustment going over screens too. Because everybody, not gonna say everybody in TBL, but it's a lot of guys in TBL that can shoot the ball well. So definitely can't go under. So I understand why you go over. It's just like I was playing high school, going under screens. Guys can't shoot. So yeah, just those things. I would say a couple of adjustments.
You get different.
Being in the gap too.
Oh,
isn't
okay.
an adjustment, but as much as he wants us to be, like that's different. Like we're all the way over, you know. But it works for here, so hey.
You get that from your dad.
Yeah. I mean, it's 100% the same principles he's had here for 3 years.
Yeah.
The defense, I haven't really changed much. I made slight adjustments to, fit the players and what they, have told me and different things like that. But beyond that, it's been pretty much the same.
So coming up later on this week, there's a game Thursday on the road at West Virginia, and then a game on Sunday at Medora. We talked to you last week, and you said you were up late at night, not getting sleep. You still not getting sleep, preparing for the next couple of games?
I mean, I'm sleeping better. I mean, we're at a different point in the season too, where we're doubling back on all the teams that we played before.
Yeah.
So I have more of a blueprint of how everybody plays and an idea of how everybody plays. Like the first go around with everybody, it's like you try and make sure you have every little detail covered. And now I feel like we definitely even have that. And on top of it, we have, just more information as well.
Yeah.
'Cause that's difficult too. Like doing the scouting report when teams have only played 1 or 2 games. Like I'll plan for one guy, and that was his fluke game. Like he's never scored 30 in his life, but he did against that team that one game. And now it's a lot more data and a lot more that goes into it, so I can kind of gauge how people are actually playing.
That makes sense. I get that. I get that a lot. For you though, what are you doing to prepare for the games this week?
Watching film, trying to watch film on opponents and on ourselves, see what we need to tighten up on. Because when it comes to me, I feel like it's been shown we got 2 losses. We can be beat, but I feel like sometimes that comes down to us. Most of the time, like it's going to be us to beat ourselves. And at the end of the day, not really too much what another team does. So I like to watch our film to see what we can improve on, where we messed up, certain reads we missed, or anything, coverages, anything.
Yeah, and I give him a lot of credit too, because I think he probably asked me to log in for TBL TV more than anybody else.
That's something that I picked up just literally last year. Like last year, my first year playing pro. So I'm always picking the brains of guys that have played pro longer than me and ask them just stuff that helps them, whether that's with their body recovering, preparation for games or film. And a lot of people say, like, watch film, bro. Just even if you not even looking for something specific, just watch it. Because, like, it's different from being on the court and seeing stuff than when you actually play it back and watch it. You notice, like, oh, this was actually there. Or this could have been, like, you just see different stuff from a different perspective.
So I was talking to Sam during the game on Sunday, and Akeem missed – I know he missed 2 of the 3 games last week. I don't know if he missed all 3.
Mine, just 2.
Just 2. So he talked about, even though Akeem's not playing, he's still being very much a vocal player and a vocal asset to the team. 100%. And I saw, this is before me and Sam talked, I saw him at one point, I think somebody was shooting free throws on the far end, opposite end of you guys on your bench. And Akeem came out and talked to one of the players and was just trying to give him some tips and just trying to help him out. You talk about some of the guys that have been vets, that have played pro ball longer than you. Akeem specifically, how has he helped you this year?
That's actually who I was talking about. Like everybody's been helping, but Akeem, he's definitely been in my ear and letting me know just beyond basketball, I would say, like just how to move as a professional off the court. Even our Canada trip, he happened to be my roommate. Mm-hmm. And, we would sleep, but we was talking a lot too, like just about, like I said, everything, not even just basketball.
It's almost like it was purposeful.
Maybe, but it was. But yeah, for sure. Keem, he's helped me tremendously. But in game, just reminding me, reminding me who I am, I guess. Like sometimes I can get in my, like I said, I get in my own head and start overthinking stuff, thinking too much. And he's like, bro, like calm down, like you can hoop, bro. Like go do your thing. Like, and then he like started on defense, like get a stop, get a deflection, get something, like get yourself going a different way than just scoring. So then when it's time for you to score, you're ready, you're already warmed up to go, and that'd be helping me a lot for sure. So yeah, Keem, my dog.
Do you ever get nervous being a pro?
Yeah, I still get nervous before every game, but to me, it's not nerves. It's more so just like I'm anxious to see like how the night gonna go.
You know, one thing, someone anxious to see how the night's gonna go. I don't normally do this for coaches. I don't normally care what they're wearing, but this man came out in the bow tie the other night, and then came out on Sunday at a different fit. And I'm looking forward to seeing Chandler and what he's gonna wear. How would you rate his suit game?
Oof, well, I'm so glad you asked.
This is the person.
This the guy. That's a great. How long you been doing this? That's a great question. That is a great question, and you asked the right person. I've been trying to help Chandler out. Not saying he's been doing bad, but I just be trying to give him some tips. Like, man, you could do this with this, and I like the blue.
He had no notes. That was the first. That might be the first time he said no notes.
Yeah, I didn't have to say nothing. I was like, that's a good one right there, Chan. We're trying to get him the coach of the best dressed coach of the week.
Ooh,
he gonna get that. Ooh. That's been part of I've been trying to help him, like just giving me little tips, but he gonna get it though.
Let's give him one right now. I'm curious to hear what you would say to help him out.
I told him he need a lapel pin. And then I said,
that's easy.
That's what I said. And then you needed a handkerchief. He got one.
Yeah.
He had that with the bow tie.
Yeah.
I said, it's okay. Now you said, like he said, I didn't even say
blue.
nothing.
I just didn't.
Like,
I've been wearing a lot of blue.
You was.
That's fair. That's the first time I really worn. It might be the second or third time I wore the blue, but not that color blue.
Get my man together.
I want the award for you.
That's what I said. I said I want it for you.
Yeah, I said I want it for you. I don't care. I ain't
don't got nothing to do with me. Yeah, I want the award for you. Because he was like, yeah, I'm trying to win. He came to the game. Yeah, I'm trying to win. You already bet. You're going to win it then. Come on.
And I said this. I said, if there's an award, I want somebody in the BobKast to win it. I want, if there's, it doesn't matter what the award is, 6 man, I want it. MVP, I want it. Coach of the year, I want it. Best dressed, there's whatever the options are for the awards, I want us to win it at some point in time. Mm-hmm. If not for me, then something for my players. Regardless, I just want somebody that best organization. Or I want whatever we can possibly win.
Well, speaking of that, I looked at something recently from last year. You were part of the All Midwest Conference third team. I think Larry was on that team as well. So that mindset, what did it take for you to be on the team last year?
An honest answer, I honestly didn't know. Oh. Like that was my first year playing pro.
Yeah.
My first year playing on the NBA 3-point line, playing.
That's deep, bro.
Yeah.
That's deep.
So I know
I'm trying my best.
I already know
to hold it together on that one.
But I honestly didn't know. I was just out there playing my game, and I just happened to get awarded with it. So something was going right, I would say.
Yeah. Game plan was shoot the ball. Hey, touch my hands, shoot it.
Hey, I guess.
You didn't deny it.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to. No.
I know, especially by the end of the year, he definitely was. It was shoot the ball.
Yeah, for sure.
There's
By the end of the season,
not a bad shot.
Yeah, no, not by the end.
Kind of like that pass at the Will offense.
Yeah.
Literally. That's actually what it was. Yeah.
Hey, last thing here. I've done this with the past couple players recently. I talked to Fudge just during the All-Star break after he went to the dunk contest, and he gave 4 players in a Bobcats dunk contest, and he was so he gave 3. He was 4 total.
Okay.
4 players in the dunk contest, and I'm trying to see who you would think would win. There's 6 for a 3-point contest. I want to see who you think is going to win, but also you're not on either list. He didn't name you for the dunk or the 3-point contest.
Okay, I know he wasn't gonna do that though. I already know.
I mean, it's accurate.
That's what I said. I'm not even gonna argue with
Hey,
it.
Bogle's
I don't
bad.
dunk.
Hey,
I don't dunk.
Hey, and this is what I tell everybody. I say, hey, with me, I said I didn't dunk and I didn't do it, but the ball gonna go in the basket.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't dunk.
But that 3-point, I would have been in that one. Though. I ain't gonna lie. To you.
Yeah, now if it was a midi contest, you know, hey, I'll have
So if it was a one-on-one contest, would you be in that?
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So I've
I would hope
heard,
so.
before I get to this, I got something else here. Somebody said Joe is good in one-on-one situations. Would you beat him in one-on-one?
Yeah.
It's so quick. So,
No, if we're talking one-on-one,
You could have said, honestly, you could have said anybody. He was going to say, yeah, immediately. There was not a single person you could have said he wouldn't have been, yeah. You could say Meta World Peace would come out here. Yeah, I'm winning.
you're not winning
don't have
that.
to. Why you say that?
Have you seen him play?
Yeah, well, I was gonna say you see me play. But different people I give different moves to. So yeah, you know, that's a big fella. You gotta bring him out away from the basket.
I mean, the good thing for your side is he's not playing anymore, at least professionally. He might be playing like pickup basketball.
His son plays. And he was in the BSL. Yeah. Last year, I don't know where he's at now, but I know he's in the BSL last year. We played against him.
With who?
He was with the Rogues at one point, I want to say, Newfoundland. Yeah. That might be one of the strongest people I ever played against.
Oh, you played against him?
Top 3 strongest people I ever played against.
His son?
Yeah, just he put his hand on you and you over there like, all right, where am I supposed to go? Okay, like, get your hand off me. I'm sick of this.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Back to this.
But yeah, one-on-one contest for sure.
So the dunk contest, the participants, these are all Bobcats players.
Okay.
Fudge, Brandon Wood, TJ, and Trey Mitchell. Who do you think would win?
Fudge.
Quick, easily.
Yeah, that's not nothing to think about.
3-point contest. TJ, Brandon Wood, Joe, Larry, Trey Barber, and Hakeem. Who wins that?
I think we know the answer after today.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Plum didn't shoot.
He didn't. That's why I was thinking though. But if we're going today, TJ.
He's been pretty consistent lately with his shot.
But Plum shoot like 50% from 3 or something.
But he's a very smart shooter.
Yeah.
He shoots a high percentage, but he takes very good shots.
Yeah.
Just like all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm alright with TJ on that one probably. TJ was.
I mean, I can knock it down at least to the. Then again, Joe was shooting that thing. So
Joe, TJ, and Plum today. That was like Plum didn't play.
Well, no, then Hakeem. So I don't.
That's tough. That's
I'm
tough.
like the four of them probably are the 4 best.
Okay.
Yeah, that's tough.
It depends on who's hot that day. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, I was about to say I can't even pick on that one.
What are your last thoughts, Orlando? Going to get to Chandler here in a second. There's no home game this week. There's a home game next week. What's your message to Bobcat fans to get them to come out next week when you guys return to Memorial Gym?
Who we playing?
Lebanon and Pontiac. Not in that order. I don't know the order, but it's Lebanon and Pontiac.
Either way, the Pontiac game we lost to them, so y'all got to come see that get back for sure. And yeah, just come support us. You know, I feel like we've been playing some good basketball and been successful at home. So,
Chandler, what's your message to Bobcat fans when you guys return to the court next week for a couple games?
All our games, except for Sundays, are at 7 p.m. at Memorial. Because I know that a lot of people don't know. Mm-hmm. So, 7 p.m., and if it's on Sunday, it's 3 p.m.
I don't think it's on the schedule.
I don't know if it is.
No, I'm pretty sure it's not. It just say the dates. It don't say none of the times.
Oh, man, that's
Yeah, Sundays at 3.
Sundays at 3. The other games are at 7. You heard it from Orlando, heard it from Chandler. That's Orlando Little. He's a Bobcats player. This is the head coach of the team, Chandler Levinston-Simon. And I'm not on the Bobcats at all. I am Jay Stevens, the host of the BobKast. We'll see you next time.